Blessings and good evening. Tonight we once again come together to practice meditation. When we look at our experience as human beings, we often can group our experience into liking and disliking. You can see these experiences very clearly. Whether it's getting what one wants, we consider that a pleasant experience. Not getting what one wants, we consider that an unpleasant experience. However, as Buddhist practitioners and meditators, we are trying to observe this way the mind gravitates towards these two aspects of our experience, liking and disliking. If we have people who we find agreeable to us, say agreeable words, tell us nice words, say things which fit with our opinions, we say we like those people. That person is somebody you call a friend, maybe. Then somebody with a different opinion or maybe says unpleasant words, we call them not a friend or an enemy. We come in from a cold and windy night, come into a warm room. We call that pleasant, and we like that. But if we get too hot, then we go outside. We like that. Or we get pain in our legs from sitting down for too long. So we stand up and we experience the pleasure of standing up. If we stand for too long, then we need to sit down again. If we sit for too long, then we need to lie down. We can see we're constantly seeking pleasure and running away from discomfort constantly through our days. Whether this is on a physical level or even on the mental level, as meditators, we can often have the experience of judging our meditation, such as, last Wednesday my meditation was good. Last night it wasn't good. I like the good meditation. I don't like the bad meditation. Again, falling into the trap of wanting and not wanting. So what we can do in our practice is become aware of this, so we don't have to be slave to that process, or a prisoner of that process of liking and disliking. Eventually we get to know how to be with that which is unpleasant, and to also be with that which is pleasant, with a mind of patience, knowing of experience, but not just following the desire for pleasant and the aversion to the unpleasant in the normal way that we were, in the normal unmindful way of living our lives. So in this way we can see that every moment of our days is a time we can practice the Buddhist teachings. We can observe our minds. We can know, I'm getting caught up in my desire to not be here because I find this unpleasant. I'd rather be somewhere else. But we are in this place, or we are experiencing that experience. So how can one be at peace with the conditions that you find yourself in? How can we let go of the mind which desires things to be other than they are? Sometimes it's just applying mindfulness to one's experience, and these things drop away. We become aware of the habit of mind which we're following. We're able to release that feeling, that desire, and sometimes we have to do it with more conscious thought. This is the way it is right now, and this is me wanting for it to be other than it is. To remind yourself with wisdom. Sometimes our wisdom and our mindfulness are not strong enough, so we use patience. We patiently persevere through the mood of liking or disliking. And we can notice how it changes. Maybe with the application of mindful patience at a time when you're experiencing some aversion to a particular circumstance, that then maybe you get some insight into that, insight into your mind and what it's doing, and then that circumstance becomes a place of practice and you're quite happy to be within that circumstance. From not wanting to be there to wanting to be there. And we know the impermanent nature of our minds, our moods, feelings. This all comes from our mindfulness practice that we're cultivating here in the meditation. So we use our mindfulness to bring our attention back to the breath, back to the mantra of Buddho, and try and let go of the thoughts, distractions that might arise in the period of meditation, and keep cultivating that anchor of mindfulness. This then gives us this strength of mindfulness, which we can apply throughout our days. So for the next period of time, we can practice quietly together, cultivating the mindfulness on the meditation object.